Hi, in this video I'll be showing you how to set up your workspace on WebWork. When you sign up on WebWork yourself, you automatically become the owner of a workspace and can invite other members to it. To set up your workspace, go to Settings, General Settings. Here in the Profile settings you can set the team name and your time zone. In Workspace you can enable the following permissions, choose the activity levels and select the currency if your team is working on billable contracts. Here you can choose a time zone for your workspace, which will be the same for all of your team members. Next, in the features, you can enable the features you want to be active for your team. For example, if your team is using a mobile tracker, you can enable geolocation tracking. If you enable URL tracking, WebWork will show you the URLs your employees visit when tracking time. From here, also, you can enable time tracking with screenshots and team chat. In this section, you can set the frequency of screenshot captures and choose the screenshot modes. If you set the frequency at 3, then the tracker will take 3 screenshots in a 10-minute interval. From this drop-down list, you can choose the screenshot mode for all projects in your workspace. In the attendance section, you can set your team's attendance schedule and settings. Simply select when your team's working day starts and ends and the duration per day. Here you can choose the allowed deviation time. You can also disable tracking during non-working hours, which means that users will be able to track time only by the schedule you set on this page. You can turn on this notification so that when your employees are late or leave early, they can write the reason for being late or leaving early. All the comments will be saved in the attendance section. Here you can set the settings for leave days. You can set how many days in advance a team member can submit a leave request, how many leave days each team member can have, and exclude types from this drop-down list. From here you can select a leave type or add a new one. You can also set these preferences for different teams. From this section, you can set up the tracker settings. Activity levels are measured based on mouse clicks and keyboard strokes of the user. Here in the maximum inactive minutes, you can choose after how many minutes of an activity the tracker should stop automatically. If, for example, you set it at 7 minutes, the tracker will stop tracking after 7 minutes of an activity. In order to continue tracking, they have to start it manually. But if you enable this auto-enable when active checkbox, whenever the employee is back and starts working on the device, the tracker will start automatically. If you enable this auto-start checkbox, the tracker will start automatically every time you switch on your computer. Here you can also manage permissions and pop-up notifications. In this tasks section, you can create statuses to use them later in your task management system. We have 3 default statuses, but you are free to add your own at any time. Here you can choose your subscription billing period, whether you want to be billed monthly or yearly, and here you can choose what info to be displayed in your invoices. In the accounts, here you can see how many workspaces you are a member of, see your roles there, enable or disable email notifications, or leave the team. This part is all about email notifications, where you can enable or disable them as per your choice. And finally, here we have a productivity section, where we have listed the most common applications and websites. You can mark them as productive, neutral, and non-productive according to your workspace specifications. If there is a specific platform you need that is not available here, you can request by clicking here. You will need to write the name of the website or app and a brief description of why you need it. When your team starts tracking, the system will identify the used apps and websites, and you will get productivity reports based on that. Thank you for choosing WebWork. Follow us for more tutorials and helpful videos.